I would request that you don't cut yourself and don't have to go to the hospital in the middle of the stream, but if you happen to cut yourself and go to the hospital in the middle of the stream, that's fine. Hi, everyone, and welcome. With that, we are live. Welcome to Work in Progress Wednesday. I'm your host, Modern Synthesist, otherwise known as Mr. Pink. My dear friend who said he might cut himself is Shane, otherwise known as VoicesOnSilent. Want to say good evening, Shane?
Good evening, Shane.
Good evening, Shane. And I'm also joined by my two bosom buddies who have not talked about possibly cutting themselves while hobbying tonight. You're seeing the video for Kajan. Kajan, you want to say good evening?
Good evening, and I have no plans of cutting myself tonight.
Good. Happy to hear it. And Will, what is your what level of possibility of possibly screwing up a hobby task and cutting yourself are you running at this evening?
I'm hoping 0 because I'm not planning on cutting anything. I'm planning on sculpting some stuff in the background.
Well, that would be really impressive if you managed to cut yourself while sculpting stuff.
I agree. Yes, that would be very
I mean, in a sad way,
awkward.
But yeah, it would be too bad. So I'm going to wish you no cutting yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm with Will on that one.
What's that, Kajan?
I'm with Will on that one, but I have a pointy tip on my sculpting tool, so no guarantees.
Always the pointy tip sculpting tools that get you in trouble. I think I have jabbed myself with a pointy tip sculpting tool in my time at some point. I would not be surprised if I had done that. Yeah, so thanks to you guys for being on the stream. Thank you.
And where are you on the cutting yourself?
I'm gonna try not to. I want to like finish out these, which is mostly like smoothing some putty on. So I think I'm gonna be very low on the cutting myself scale because I'm not. Well, I could be using one of my favorite tools, which is a spoon tool, and it looks something like this, which is not very cutty, but on the other end is this. So if I don't pay attention, I could poke myself. So it's a non-zero chance is what I'm saying. This is riveting conversation. I'm glad this is where we started. Yeah, so how is everyone doing this week? Kajan, you said you're hot as bazinga berries in your studio there, right?
Yeah. We have another heat wave over here, so
I feel like
it went heat.
Okay,
it went heat wave, heavy rain for 2 weeks, heat wave.
Hands up anyone in this video or in the chat who is not suffering from a heat wave right now. I feel like it's the whole freaking planet. Like allegedly we're coming out of a heat wave here in Toronto. It will be getting nice tonight / tomorrow. I heard a forecast for next week that had temperatures at 21 or 24 degrees Celsius. I don't even know what that feels like anymore. I think I'll be like, wow, it's winter. But is anyone not dealing with a heat wave? Like, how's it going with Will and Will and Shane? You guys got heat wave action going on?
A little bit, but not like awful.
That's good.
It's cooled down compared to how it was a couple weeks ago. For a couple weeks there, it was like almost 100 degrees every day.
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
At some point during the day, it got to at least like 98, 99 degrees.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it was not fun, especially working outside.
Yeah, DC summertime, not a pleasant experience overall.
No.
I picture I've never been in DC in the summertime, but I picture the DC weather in summertime being like New York weather in summertime, which is super humid and extremely warm.
Actually, not as humid as you might think. But yes, very hot because you're in the middle of like.
I mean, speak for yourself on the on the not humid. Like, at least my
compared to
like,
Baltimore.
I don't know, man. Like DC is like legitimately a swamp. So
yeah, I guess I'm spoiled for because I worked at Baltimore so much, and it's like right next to the harbor. So like when it's like summer, it's literally like every day. It's like 88, 90 degrees at the best, and like 85 to 90% humidity.
Jeez. Discord.
Ow! Yep,
Oh,
there we go.
oh, okay, there we go.
It wasn't
Didn't take very long, did it?
hospital-worthy, though.
Discord have to be a special snowflake.
That's Discord.
I feel like that was 5 minutes.
Before he jabbed himself?
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to get it out of the way. Oh, wait, where's my Discord?
Actually, it was a slice. It was a slice.
What the heck? So I had my Discord settings open. And now, like, I've lost one of my Discord windows. Fortunately, it's not the window you guys are in, but it means that I no longer have my happy little thing that says who's talking. So let's just get rid of that. Apparently we cannot have nice things. I celebrated too soon. I was like, woohoo, everything's working. It's going to be great. And then the fifth member was like, oh, really, fool? You think so?
No.
Sweet hubris.
Pride comes before the fall.
Ah! Okay, what's up? Symbio said he was super hot, so I think Symbio Joe in the chat is dealing with some heat action over there in Germany. Did Radon respond?
Yeah. He said it's too hot to live where he is.
Too hot to live?
Yeah.
Radon, is it as hot as the Philippines or not as hot as the Philippines? I know you traveled to the Philippines, and I just picture that being like death hot. Like just puddle on the ground hot.
He also said the humidity where he is right, like 94%.
Ooh, that's a lot.
And he says it's hotter where he is right now. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But you can't. You're talking about priming. You can't prime when it's that humid and hot, right?
No, you can't. You shouldn't.
Not with
I
that
mean,
kind of
you
attitude.
can, but
Not with that kind
it's
of
not going
attitude.
to work out that great.
Well, I don't think that it's just a positive attitude that can overcome humidity. I mean, I'm not a meteorological expert, but
have you tried?
I have not. I have not, because when I get into like hot humidity and heat, I just get miserable. So I cannot manifest a positive attitude. Heat is my kryptonite. I describe myself as a snow vampire.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And the hotter it gets, the less energy I have.
So, anyone want to go first on talking about what they've been up to hobby-wise since we last chatted 2 weeks ago and talked about all the drama?
Drama?
We got into some drama. We were talking about like the Kickstarter drama. We were talking about like the White Dwarf drama. Yeah, if you missed last Work in Progress Wednesday, you're gonna want to go check it out. We talked about what else do we talk about? Shane, do you remember?
Hassle-free miniatures.
Hassle-free miniatures drama. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have much to report on the hobby side since our last meeting. I did some hobby stuff with you guys. Then I had a stream with Hydra and Flinhammer where I did not do any hobby stuff. We just looked at 28 Mag Collected, the Kickstarter, and reviewed that, which was pretty cool. And then I went on vacation with Nora, and I was like, hey, I'm going to bring all this hobby stuff, and I'm going to definitely do some hobby stuff at the cottage. And I did not do any hobby stuff at the cottage. I've been a very bad boy.
Yeah.
Yes, how dare you spend quality time with your wife?
I can, you know, do both. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. But apparently not.
Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants being able to walk and talk at the same time.
Yeah, I know, eh? Will, what have you been up to
I
lately?
barely deal with them individually.
Honestly, I've just been distracted with work.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, I have been doing some work on my sort of gun beast guy,
Happy to
which
hear it.
has largely been a lot of internal structural work to just like truss up everything inside. But now I'm finally at the sculpting phase.
Great. That's exciting. I'm eagerly following your gun beast. You knew that, though.
Aren't we all?
Jane, How you been doing?
I have been.
Have you had
Yeah.
any time for a hobby, or is it mostly wedding stuff?
Mostly wedding stuff, but I did finish the bear.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you
I thought
posted.
I finished the bear.
What do you mean
I,
you thought?
I did not post the bear.
Wait, no. What was the one you finished? You posted a hybrid. It was really
Yeah, the
creepy.
creepy man. I don't know. I forget what his name is. The creepy guy. The creepy guy with the private Drew press model.
Yes, he was great.
Yes, I finished him. And then I finished the bear, or so I thought, because as soon as I attached him to his base, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go take pictures," I noticed a bunch of little gaps
Oh
that I did
no!
not notice in the proper light, and now I have to fill these gaps after he's already attached to the base, which is going to be a little more difficult. So that's part of what I'm doing tonight.
You know, difficult, but I feel like when a model is on his base, I feel like more inclined to just be done. And less
Yeah,
likely
but
to
these
obsess.
are these are like very apparent like seam
Oh.
lines. Like straight, like his head attaches to the body and like there's a straight seam line going through the fur that's like very, very apparent now that I look at it.
Is it difficult to get at though? When it's on the base? Like is the
No,
base
no,
obstructing?
not as much because it's like on the top of his head, and then there's like one like around one of his arms that like honestly I could probably just not do, but I know it's there now, and if I don't do it, I'm always going to know it's there.
Yeah.
So I might as well just do it.
You're a better man than I. I might just leave it.
So yeah, that's what I've done.
Cool. Kajan, what about you? What have you been up to? You've been mostly just sweating your bazingas off?
Not really, but I didn't do a sculpting hobby, but I've been still writing on my Fall of Sharatuna story, which I started before a sort of promotion that didn't work out that well. I talked about it on the stream, and I still have it in my head, and I need to get it out there. So right now I'm mostly writing that one. I'm like published entry 29 today on Archive of Our Own. So,
Cool. I know Archive of Our Own. There was a time when they were one of my competitors when I worked at Wattpad.
yeah, and I'm over there writing found footage entries about Tyranid invasion,
Cool.
slow burn horror from the perspective of a civilian.
Oh, we like that.
That sounds fun. I always loved the Fall of Malvolian by Dan Abnett. It's kind of in that vein. I always wished it was a full novel.
This one is shaping up to be novel size, so.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Every entry is about around 800, 900 words, and as I said, 20. I've published 29, but I'm further writing because I'm revisioning and stuff like that. But
Yep.
yeah, it's taking up hobby time. But
Well, no, that's
also,
just different hobby time.
yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
That's great. Fiction is a hobby.
Yeah, it's my primary passion before sculpting and stuff.
Nice.
So
Great. Yeah, I've mostly been hanging out at the cottage. I did see some media. So I do want to talk to you folks about, well, I don't know if anyone's ready to talk about it yet, but at some point I feel like we should talk about Alien Earth, which only
I'm ready
premiered
to
yesterday.
talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it.
I knew you would be. Shane, I knew it. I knew it. I was like, I don't know if people will have watched it. I'm like, well, Shane will not have slept. He will just shotgunned it all
I watched
immediately.
it literally at 8 o'clock as soon as it premiered. I watched both episodes. Yeah.
Okay,
So
well,
I'm ready to talk about it.
so no one tell
Shane's watched it.
So I like Nora's not in the chat, right? Nobody tell Nora, but I asked her if she wanted to watch it together. She didn't respond to me. So because I thought you guys might have watched it, I watched the first episode right before the stream, and that is why the stream started late. Because I'm like, I could totally get
Okay.
this in, and I'm like, oh no, it's stream time. I gotta
Valid.
go.
I will never fault you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, but Will, you said it's not your bag. When I asked you offline, right?
Super, but mostly just out of eh. Just like yeah, just eh.
You don't need to say more. You don't worry. You don't have to say more if you don't want to. I am just like, I don't know, rabid for the idea that we can have like an alien cinematic. Well, I don't want to call it a cinematic universe because I feel like that's going to curse it. Because whenever you call something a cinematic universe, it feels like executives just trying to make money off of IP. But I would love for more alien stuff. As Stephen King once said when talking about the Dark Tower, I think he said something like it's just gold sitting on the ground waiting for someone to pick it up. That's how I feel about Alien. I don't understand why we haven't. We've gotten all these superhero movies, but we haven't gotten like Alien franchises. But I guess Romulus proved that it is profitable after what's his face Ridley Scott, never speak his name in front of me again, all started a couple of times. I still like Prometheus, but I don't know. I hate Ridley Scott because he's like, the Alien franchise is intellectually bankrupt. There's nothing left to do with it because I don't have any ideas anymore. And I'm glad that that wasn't the last statement about Alien and that folks are picking it up. And Alien Earth is being developed. I can't remember his name, but he's the guy who did Legion. If anyone watched Legion, the X-Men show. Sorry?
Noah Hawley.
Thank you. Noah Hawley. He did Fargo, right? And Legion?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen all of Legion, but what I've seen of Legion is so cool. It's like one of the wildest shows. And what I've seen of Alien Earth is very good. Like, I almost finished I think I'm pretty much at the end of the first episode. It looks like I have like a bunch of time left, but I think it's that streaming thing where like the show says it's like an hour and 5 minutes, but it's really only 58 minutes. And the final like 7 minutes are just like credits about dubbing. Shane, it's the part where she's on a plane with Oliphant, white hair Oliphant guy, and he's like talking to her, and he's like, you. Is that the end?
Yeah,
the first episode?
That's more or less the end of the episode.
Okay.
So I'll say what I thought about it.
Yeah.
So
let's try and keep it spoiler free if we can.
New, yes, I will keep it spoiler.
Because Kajan, Kajan means to watch it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
don't.
There won't be any spoilers in what I say.
Good man.
So, for those who maybe aren't familiar, I am like an Alien super fan. So I was very, very excited about this. If I had had enough PTO, I probably would have taken the day off to rewatch
great.
some of the films. But, anyways, overall, short story, I like it. I don't love it. I like it.
Because two have come out, right?
2 episodes in.
Yeah, 2 episodes in.
2 episodes in, I'm here are my main observations. Number 1, this feels very much like one of the one-shot Aliens comics from the Dark Horse comic series. I definitely, it's got a lot of that kind of like weird, almost anime-esque kind of underlying plot lines. It definitely plays a lot with like going outside the box in terms of like what aspects of the universe we're going to explore. It's very kind of different from what the other Alien films have tried to do. So I appreciate that. I like that. I gotta say, I do find some of the characters obnoxious, and like I won't explain why, but like
it'll make it hard to watch them.
Kind of obnoxious, but like I hope that they grow and evolve like the main character has to get to not that point. I don't know if this would count as a spoiler because it's in the trailers.
I think that's safe.
Well, let's just
safe.
I mean, I'll just say it because it's in the trailers. So there are other alien species than just the classics.
That's cool. I want to know more about that.
Really cool. They're really cool designs, and I'm excited to see more of them. And overall, I think the acting's been really good. The cinematography is really good. I do have a couple critiques. First and foremost, soundtrack. I find the use of contemporary music like Black Sabbath and Tool to be very
Tool. Wait, Tool.
very
Did you just say Tool?
Yeah, Tool. Yeah.
Oh
they
God,
used
there's
Tool in
Tool?
the second episode.
Oh fuck, I'm so
I
excited.
just found it
I'm
very
so excited.
jarring because like it's unprecedented in the Alien series, and
Yeah.
like I feel like, and somebody on a forum encompassed it the most. It like or like said it best.
Yeah.
When I'm watching the show and like they're doing the normal atmospheric music that you're used to in an Alien film,
Yeah.
I'm able to immerse myself into it being an Alien film or an
Yes.
Alien show. But then when the contemporary music comes on, I'm instantly reminded this is a network television show.
Yes, I feel you.
So it feels very studio driven, the inclusion of that music, and I'm not a fan. So that's one thing. The other thing, I really appreciate the use of practical effects, but there are some scenes where the alien really looks like a guy in a suit, and not in a good way.
Did he use a lot of contemporary music in Legion? I can't remember.
Yes. Not all the time, but there was definitely elements of it. I feel like,
And I know this is a different beast than Legion, but
yeah, I feel like this wasn't the place for that.
In Legion, did he use like covers that were more in time, like in period?
I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've watched Legion. But I mean,
think
Legion
it-
takes place in like contemporary.
yeah, our
times.
reality. Yeah, like I would expect the X-Men to more take place in my reality than. And like there's that scene where she's watching the video, she's watching security camera footage of someone else, and then that someone else is watching a film, one of our contemporary films, and that also put me out. I'm like, wait, why are they watching that movie?
Yeah, I totally agree. I didn't bring that up. Now there's two things like that in the first two episodes.
Yeah.
Two separate contemporary pieces.
Oh yeah, the thing that plays on the ceiling.
In the film. Yes.
That I forgave a bit more.
That one, yes, that one I didn't mind because I felt like it's like they're very clearly there's
yeah, that's the theme.
It's supposed to be, yeah, exactly. But the second one, and the one they chose just felt very like
it's like these people would have been growing up in like
need that to be canon existing.
It's set in 20. Isn't it set in 2120 or something like that? Which means that they would have been young in like the year 2100. And like, how could a film
I refuse
from
to believe that film is beloved enough to have lasted that
long? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely engaged. It is definitely not
deal breaker.
Anybody who's afraid it was going to be bad, I don't think it was bad. I think it does teeter on a precipice of like, I'm not sure if it's going to go in a positive or a negative direction. I'm hoping positive. You mentioned Alien Cinematic Universe. I have a tinfoil hat theory that I think that they're going to maybe hint at the Predator at some point in this series.
Cool.
I have a feeling that there might be one of those specimen containers may have a Predator in it.
What?
Because there was one in particular in one of the episodes that I feel like they were kind of avoiding showing very close up, and with the Predator Badlands trailer showing us that Weyland-Yutani is heavily involved in the story.
Yeah.
I think this might be their segue into kind of trying to branch those two universes together into more of a
Shane,
AVP franchise.
In terms of timing, do you know if this TV series is taking place within like? I'm not that concerned about the continuity, but there's one point where the Mark Zuckerberg character says, "Well, if she wants it, she can sue us," and they mention Yutani, but they don't mention Weyland. And I'm like, wait, is this like taking place when Weyland's on a ship going to Prometheus or something / dead?
No, this is like 30 years after Prometheus.
Okay.
and Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant and Alien and Prometheus take place in, I think, 2070.
Okay, good to know. Thanks. I knew you'd know.
So that because Wayland, because at that point when Prometheus happened, and Wayland goes on the Prometheus mission and of course dies.
Yeah.
That
Spoiler.
that was before. Well, I mean, Prometheus has been out for over 15 years. If you haven't seen it at this point, like
Yeah, it's not joking. When he goes on that
at
mission.
that point, it was just Wayland Corp. Wayland Corporation,
Oh.
which I think in the expanded universe they explained that the loss of the CEO was what caused the merger between Wayland Corp and it was Wayland Corp and Yutani something. The Yutani
Incorporated?
company or something. Yeah, the merger of the two companies I think came as a result of basically losing their CEO on a crazy trip to outer space. But
And is Prodigy a new invention, or is that something that's been existed in the
Prodigy is new.
Okay.
And honestly, I will say this. I feel like in the expanded universe, there are so many, even recent expanded universe material, like the RPG. There's been so many like other companies that they've come up with and have existed. I kind of almost wish they would have adapted one of those. Like, I feel like they wouldn't have had to stick religiously to it, but just like a kind of nod to the fans of like using the name of like a company that we know from the expanded universe would have been kind of cool.
But I would also understand like Noah, what's his name? Noah Haley? Noah, sorry.
Holly.
One more time?
Holly.
Noah Hawley. I understand him like maybe wanting to do his own thing more.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it's just a minor gripe, and
Yeah.
I actually I'm gonna watch it again, but I haven't like really picked it apart to see all the little references. I know like in Alien Romulus there were like a couple very minor blink and you miss it references to material that was introduced in the Alien RPG, which I thought was really cool because it really shows that the director and the writing team like really did their research
Yeah.
in terms of trying to pull from very obscure sources.
I almost prefer those references to the like really obvious ones, like "Get away from her, you bitch." That's just like smacking someone about the head with it.
Exactly. And that's why that scene in Alien Romulus bothered me so much. Is like, you guys have been so good about the subtle nods, and like then you're gonna throw that out there, which doesn't even fit with the character.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
There were a number of things in that movie that like I was just like, why?
Yes,
You
yes.
didn't need that. We didn't need to do that. Like,
I
have your
loved-
own identity. That's always been my biggest
agreed.
complaint with the Predator sequels.
I think we
is
had this
how
conversation.
many fucking times is somebody gonna say, like, "You're one ugly motherfucker" in a Predator movie? Like, how many times are we gonna get a reuse of that same fucking joke?
Say the line,
in
Bart. Say the
Predator,
line.
like, get to the chopper. Like, come on, man. Like, have your own identity.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are a couple lines in, at least I picked up on like 3 lines in the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth that were like kind of soft winks, wink wink nudge nudge to like iconic lines from the previous movies.
Yeah.
But like they weren't just straight up them saying the line again. It was like, and it fit in the conversation and it didn't feel overt or like breaking the
fourth wall, yeah.
But yeah, overall, I liked it. I am hopeful that it keeps going the weird Dark Horse alien comic direction. I just do hope that, I know from Legion that Holly can get really weird.
Yeah. He's so weird. He's so weird,
I'm
man.
fine with weird, but like also you need to recognize that this is an established universe. There are expectations.
Yeah.
And while you don't need to feel beholden to them, like, don't be so weird that it no longer feels like an alien show and it just feels like your own thing that you threw a Xenomorph.
Yeah, and like he's also like
basically don't pull a Rian Johnson in whichever one that was. I can never
Don't say it. Don't say it. We don't talk about that on stream because I love that fucking movie. And everyone hates that I did.
I think that movie had bones of a like interesting plot, but Rian Johnson let the like stick it to the fans like thing kind of get like take over, and that I think was sort of main downfall of that movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I 100% am for like let's not let that subversive storytelling is not necessarily good storytelling.
Yeah, and like he's the
And
steward
I
for
hope they
the
remember that.
he's the steward for the first Alien TV show. Like he's got
Yeah.
to do his own thing, but he also has to make sure that this thing is like succeeds so that others can follow.
Yeah, and the only other thing I will say is that I think this show does suffer a little bit for being a network television show. I feel like this would have been a much better show if it had been like a straight up
HBO.
Hulu original, or
So
if it had been
I don't
like a
understand this
Max original or
about
something.
Stars. Like I thought that Stars was just another streaming network, but it's actually like terrestrial, like cable or something that they're making
No,
this
it's not
for.
Star, it's Hulu.
Oh, well, they said Stars.
So
Oh
so
no, wait.
it's FX through Hulu. So
Okay.
this does, if you have cable and you go to like the FX channel, you can watch Alien Covenant or Alien Earth every Tuesday. That's
Okay.
why there's like those pauses in the
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
Like
Someone pointed that out, and I can't unsee it, and I hate it. There's like
yeah,
commercial breaks. There's fucking commercial breaks. It's the no. You
right.
don't
And
watch it.
like
Sorry, you don't
I
see a
get it. I
commercial,
get you
but
need it.
yeah,
I
it's
get you
just.
need it, but like I'm so used. I'm surprised that like the first, especially because the show seems to have a budget. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't, like the CGI and stuff's like, I would put it on par with like The Mandalorian, barring like a couple like there's maybe something in episode 2 that's maybe not quite to that level, but like overall, I think the visual effects are pretty impressive for a
Yeah.
network television show. And it feels like if you're gonna put that budget in, just just make it like a streaming exclusive
Yeah.
show, and don't be limited by like what you could show on network television.
Could it have
Although I
been?
will say, some of the violence, at least, I feel like is a step above what you would normally see in a network television
Yeah.
show. And The Walking Dead also very much redefined what you could get away with in a network television show.
Yeah. Maybe it's the case that like they didn't know if this was going to be a hit. They swung for it, and now that it's successful, maybe then there'll be more appetite for doing like a rather than network television, like a streaming based Alien show. But I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I just don't
executives
want
work.
it to be oversaturated. Like, take care of the like this franchise has been beaten up before.
You mean you don't want like
let's-
the endless onslaught of Marvel TV shows slash?
right,
Well, I guess
exactly.
did we
Like,
have
I
that with Star
definitely do
Wars?
not
Not
need
quite,
that
but
to happen.
yeah.
Like Star Wars, it didn't quite happen, but
Oh.
like I don't need that. Like, give me
Yeah.
just I'd rather take like 2 really good shows over like 6
Joker.
mediocre shows or
Agreed.
bad shows.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. I get a really strong feeling that Disney is testing the waters for how invested people get into this franchise.
Yeah.
And I sincerely agree with you. I think that this might be major tinfoil hat theory, but maybe they're looking at trying to recreate the popularity of the MCU with a new franchise. I mean, Alien is as beloved as Marvel in terms of how long it's been running.
Yeah.
If you really invested in it, now obviously it doesn't appeal to kids the same way the Marvel movies do, but
It could be adult fodder.
exactly. Like, I mean, I really think there's so much to pull from in the comic books, and like I said, I really got, and I've seen this comment elsewhere. I really got the feeling of like one of the one-shot Dark Horse stories, like Alien Harvest or Rogue or any of those stories, Deadliest of the Species, which is an AVP book. I really got that feeling where like you read these books and it's like there is stuff that you would think would be more in like an anime than you would see in like an Alien movie.
Can you
but
give
it
an
kind
example of
just
something like
works.
that doesn't spoil this show? Like something from like a comic? Because I don't quite know what you mean.
Like the whole like borderline super powered androids beating up aliens with their bare hands.
Okay.
Like that is a thing in the comics.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that happens in the show. That's not a spoiler. But
Yeah.
like out there things like that.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the alien comics are not all just like space truckers half ducking through tight spaceship corridors hoping they don't get murdered by an alien. That's not the
Yeah.
whole expanded alien universe. There's a lot of like, you know, out there stuff. You know, like I mean, Alien Rogue, for example, is like a guy that's like using the DNA of the alien, and he creates like he's designing like a way to eliminate alien hives, and so he creates what he calls the Rogue, which is essentially an alien king that he designed to basically roll up into an alien hive and murder the queen and then take it over so that Weyland-Yutani can then use the hive as a bioweapon by controlling them through the king.
Whoa, cool.
Like weird shit like that.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I like it though.
Yeah.
Or the
I
weirdest one though is Harvest, where they send in. Oh no, that's not actually the weirdest one. But there is one where they send in like this robotic alien to collect the queens in the expanded universe. They produce like this kind of jelly that comes off of the egg sac, and like apparently it can be refined into like a drug. And so like you've got this covert basically drug lord who's like sending like a robotic artificial alien into the hive to collect this jelly to be refined into space drugs.
Well, that's based on like royal jelly from bees, right? Isn't that a real thing that
Right,
bees
exactly.
do?
Yeah.
Sorry, Kajan, what were you gonna say?
I've the expanded universe was what I really liked was there's a novel about where they're combining the alien with a bioweapon, and then it has cloud spores around, and it's like toxic alien. They have some really great ideas in the expanded universe.
Yeah, that's one thing I loved about the Dark Horse Alien series is that like they basically were just like they gave these authors just like free reign to do whatever the fuck they wanted. Like there's one where like there's a I think it's kind of in the similar vein of like an artificial alien used to infiltrate hives where like the alien literally talks and smokes a cigar
Okay,
and
that's
has like a
weird.
pulse rifle.
Okay, that's weird. Alien slash
It is weird, but it
marine
somehow
hybrid?
works. Like I'm not expecting
Okay.
them to go that crazy. His name
Yeah.
was Jerry. That was his name, Jerry. It was great.
Ah,
It's
yes,
like
Jerry the Xenomorph.
yes,
Classic.
aliens. It was a stronghold. I think it was. I have the book over here actually. Yes, Stronghold. Alien Stronghold. Read it. It's great. So yeah, I'm all for like weird, weird out there, like really trying to dig into like making this a full-on sci-fi universe because I think people have a very narrow view of what the Alien franchise can be.
Yeah, because they just remake the same movie over and over again.
Especially if you're considering that if you go extended universe, like there's a novel that's called Phalanx, where they basically have to fight with they're on a planet basically cut off and have to deal with an alien incursion, but their technology level got kind of lost, so they are basically back to Roman legionary style
What?
combat, and
Okay.
it's really great. You have this mix of lost technology and old timey tactics versus aliens.
Okay, I didn't know there was
It's a
this much variety in the Alien franchise. That's pretty cool. Or the extended universe.
Yeah, and of course, like now I'm gonna get on my pedestal.
There we go.
Disney picks up, Fox, and now they're starting to produce their own Alien comics, and it's basically just like none of the cool, wacky, crazy shit that you saw in the Dark Horse
Alien
books. It just
rehash?
feels like, yeah, it just feels like Alien. I mean, they are doing the Aliens versus the Avengers stuff, which is cool. It's fun. I mean, they did that back in the day. They had like Batman versus Predator and Superman versus Aliens, and that one was a really cool one actually, the Superman versus Aliens one, because like what it was is it was basically like Darkseid traps um, Superman on a planet where there's no sun, and there's
Oh,
aliens on the planet, so
oh, jeez.
Superman like loses his powers,
Uh-oh.
or like he's got like very limited versions of his powers.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to see Superman in such a like vulnerable state.
And Kaplinger asked in the chat if there wasn't a Predator crossover with Archie comics.
What?
Yes, there's a
Yep.
there's a Archie versus Predator comic. It's great.
Oh my. Okay,
I
that's a
so
little too
wanted the
silly.
Predator to show up in Riverdale.
Oh my. Bit
No
much.
chance.
Okay. Oh wait, Shane, I had another question for you. It's in the opening crawl of the TV series, so I don't think it's spoiling anything. But the whole thing with like cyborgs, synthetics, and hybrids are cyborgs the hybrids the only new thing, or like cyborgs and hybrids are new?
I mean, I think people with cybernetic enhancements has existed in the Alien franchise in the comics for forever. I don't know if they've ever like purposefully like called those individuals like specifically cyborgs. Like there seems to be, like, again, without spoiling anything, there seems to be a very specific determination of what makes someone a cyborg, rather than just like some guy with a bionic hand. Like,
Yeah.
there seems to be something more to cyborgs.
Yeah.
But yeah, cyborgs exist in the comics, or have always really existed in the comics. But like, it seems like, I mean, it definitely seems like Noah Hawley's kind of going for the dangers of AI and
Yeah.
how technology intersects with the human condition. You know, the show is very topical in general,
Mhm.
with like, you know, all these mega corporations owning vast swaths of countries.
Mhm.
You know, one of the parts that made me laugh was like where they were like, "Oh, the youngest trillionaire in the world,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, that implies there's more trillionaires. Like,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm just in general, I'm excited to see where the franchise goes. Even if Alien Earth doesn't end up being the greatest, I think that just the idea that the studios were willing to give Noah the freedom to be weird with it,
Yeah.
and not just play it safe,
Good sign.
be basically like the open
Romulus.
company.
Romulus played it safe.
Yeah.
It's like,
Romulus
let's
did play
remake
it very safe.
Alien.
I did like Romulus.
Yeah, me
I
too.
liked some of the choices that it did make. But yes, it did very much play it safe. And I was a little worried that the Alien Earth series was going to just be that. But I was also worried that it was going to be like maybe too out there. And like, I still see the potential for that.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want it to be so weird that like maybe me as a guy who's like willing to accept a cybernetic alien talking and smoking a cigar, you know, most people,
You're not the
general
audience.
audiences, are not going to be able to make that leap for
Yeah.
the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
So I want it to be, you know, accessible, but still like, I want the people to have the freedom to, you know,
Create.
explore the weirder sides of the universe.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that an alien that's smoking a cigar and singing "Hello, My Honey" isn't going to be fun, but
And I mean,
I
just to
think
be
that
clear, he's not an alien. He's just a robot that
Looks like an
the
alien. Yeah.
He's basically a synthetic that they designed to look like the alien rather than a human.
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, if you're going with the full context, then it's a lot better than we made a synthetic alien, and it can talk and smoke cigars. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Jerry's literally, he's a robot. He's
Yeah.
not real. He's just made to look like one, and he has like things that like simulate the alien's pheromones. and stuff, so he can like infiltrate the hive and all that.
Cool. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I enjoyed it so far. I'm looking forward to watching the second episode. I'll probably watch tomorrow. The first one was very good. I think it's cool. I love that they're doing an alien show. Some weird stuff, like we touched on, but awesome. I think there was something else I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well.
What's it about the alien stuff?
Yeah, just like in general, I just want to like. I liked Romulus, but there was points where I was worried that it was too much trying to be. Like, the thing that I really hated about The Force Awakens is it was just like a remake of New Hope, with like a bad remake of New Hope. And I would say that Romulus was a good remake of Alien. Like, Alien is an amazing movie. It didn't need to be remade, but Romulus did an okay job remaking it. Though I didn't love, as we talked about, all the like really obvious like clanging a pot over your head references to exact lines from other Alien films. And I really hope that that was just required to like get it off the ground, and that I think they're talking about doing a sequel to it. I'm really hoping that the sequel can do a little more new stuff versus what this one did, like explore new territory rather than just like being a remake of Aliens.
I mean, you guys know me, so I'm rather cynical when it comes to that stuff, and I just don't see Disney not playing it safe.
Yeah, I am aware of that, but I think that Disney is like, the good thing is that though superheroes, big budget Marvel superhero movies have definitely been dominating cinema, we do have like Ryan Coogler getting like a huge blockbuster with a totally original film. We do have like the film I watched last night, Weapons, which is like a fully original film by Zach. God, wasn't it Kriegler?
Cracker.
Yeah, Kreger, Zach Kreger. So there is evidence that filmmakers with original ideas can produce blockbusters as well. So I hope that that inspires, and also like I really hope that Disney learns something from Andor, because Andor, fucking, oh my god, if anyone is asleep on the Star Wars series Andor, it's the greatest piece of Star Wars like cinema that's been made since the original movies. Like it's shocking how good it is, and it's completely like outside the Skywalker universe. It's taking like a big swing with like an actual real director trying to tell an actual real like adult story within the Star Wars universe. So my hope is that successes like that can inspire Disney to try a little harder and do something different. But I don't know, maybe I'm just cope.
The problem I'm seeing is Mandalorian. That's for me the.
It's not successful though. I thought the second season bombed, or the most recent one, fourth, fifth, whatever.
Third season. Third.
Didn't it bomb?
It wasn't
fine.
bad.
Critically, yeah.
It was badly received by everybody, and that's
doing
what
a
I
movie,
wanted to
though.
get at, because we had the first season that after we had bunch of mediocre or bad, however you want to look at the Star Wars franchise up to that point.
Films. It was the first show.
Yeah, we had rather bad stuff, and then we got Mandalorian. First season wasn't too great, but it showed promise. It showed us something that wasn't technically about Luke Skywalker and the Skywalker family. And it showed promise for a larger expanded universe. Then we got season 2 that basically bridged the gap. It's got a little bit better, a little more involved, but
it did go Skywalker.
but we got Skywalker, yeah. And then suddenly we go third season where they basically sideline the main character and make it about that other character from the cartoons. And
Kajan,
yeah, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
because they had the Mandalorian come into Boba Fett's show and be the main character. In
So
his
dumb.
show.
So dumb. Oh my
the next
god.
point.
So dumb.
I still don't understand how they could.
The idiocy
could
writes
mess up,
itself.
how they could mess up the Boba Fett show. Like. Oh,
I think
no.
they didn't have
messed that up
faith.
by having like 50-year-old people doing action, like
Yeah.
starring in action roles.
You're right. You're right. Oh
They also
man.
has like weirdly low budget for that. Like relative to everything else, I feel like the budget needed to tell that story was lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed me all the parts I didn't care about and skipped the parts I wanted to see.
Like, did Mandalorian... Wait, did Boba Fett have a whole episode where it's like some fever dream of him with the sand people? Like, I think I fell asleep and woke up during it, and
yeah, it's basically he crawls out of the Sarlacc pit and goes native.
with the same... Oh
Basically.
god, yeah. Oh god, that was such a bad show. And apparently the actor who played Boba Fett is like trying to petition to like get people to start like a letter writing campaign to like get them to continue the book of Boba Fett. I'm like, no, dude. Not happening for you. I'm sorry.
I feel bad for him because, like, I mean, I feel like that wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Tamora Morrison's fault that the show sucked.
No, true.
He reminds me like the dude for the dude that played Black Bolt in the Inhumans TV show. Like that TV show was total trash, but
Oh
the
my
guy
God,
that played Black Bolt, he
Was
was
good?
so into that role. He developed his own sign language to play that role, and
Oh.
I felt so bad for him.
And then
he
they brought him
deserved the
back
second
in
series.
Multiverse of Madness, and then immediately
Yeah.
killed him in the most embarrassing way possible.
Yeah, but they killed everybody in the most embarrassing way possible in that one.
Because that movie was fucking garbage.
Was that the one that they had Patrick Stewart randomly appear in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, I forgot. The only thing I loved about that movie? Fucking Benedict Wong. Benedict Wong is my boy. I didn't know that Benedict Wong was in Weapons. I was so happy to see him in that movie.
Yeah, Benedict Wong is great. Yeah, the thing that pissed me again, going back to how everybody in that movie dies in the stupidest way possible. Scarlet Witch psychically overpowering Professor X. What? Excuse me? Are you joking?
Didn't she create House of M? Wasn't that her abilities?
That was through magic, not psychic power.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's through chaos magic.
Okay, never mind.
Maybe she just magic psychicness.
Yeah, she had magical psychic abilities.
I got nothing, man. I'm throwing shit at the wind.
It's like, chaos, where like they have like sorceress demon stuff, but also kind of psychic.
I'll be right back.
All right. Will?
Yeah, that's basically the problem with Disney, I feel.
Yeah, well, Disney wants to make money. So as long as we show them that the interesting shit makes money, they're going to follow it. Like, for example, I created a Disney Plus account to watch Andor. I forgot to cancel it. I literally just canceled it, and then I realized Alien Earth is on Disney. So I re-upped my Disney account. Then I got to cancel it as soon as Alien Earth is done so they can see that I'm only in it for Alien Earth. They don't care, but I'm telling myself that I'm voting with my money.
Yeah.
They're not going to know.
You wanted to ask Will something.
Will, yes. Tell me something. I feel like Shane's been doing a lot of talking. I want to hear from you.
Superman movie was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Except for the part with the dog. That one pissed me off.
So I
don't even know which part it is. Whatever.
Overall,
it was a nice breath of fresh air from like the gloom and doom that
Yes.
Snyder was about.
Yes.
It was nice to just have like bright colors, vibrant colors.
Low bar.
Mr. Terrific was fantastic.
Oh,
I
dude,
agree.
I loved Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern.
Oh god, he was
Also-
so good as the Green Lantern.
Also, I watched Last of Us, and I have a giant raging crush on Hawkgirl. Holy crap.
Oh, what's her name?
Mercedes Mercer, something
That
Mercer.
is
She
Oh
was an alien
God.
Romulus too.
Oh, she was. I didn't realize that at the
Yeah.
time. Like I noticed her in Last of Us, and I'm like, why is this woman so beautiful? She's probably like 16, but I'm like, oh my God.
yeah.
Probably why.
She was unfortunately underutilized. The
Yes.
character at least.
Yes.
But I mean, when you're kind of dumping, you know, in media res, and like, I kind of appreciate it's not the it wasn't the stereotypical like these are the like three main characters you're gonna have to focus on. You know, it's like you're right in it. There's a lot of characters. They kind of gloss over some of them. You don't spend too much time, but you get just enough dialogue and interactions with them to like kind of get a feel for like who these characters are.
Yeah.
You know, like
Which there's a
kind of at
reason
least
for
in,
that too,
yeah.
because like they're all gonna show up in the shows that they're working
Yeah.
on.
Aren't they going to be in
Like Guy
Peacemaker?
Gardner's gonna show in. Yeah,
Probably.
Guy Gardner's gonna be in the Lantern show, and then Hawk Girl, and I think they said Mr. Terrific as well are gonna be in the season 2 of
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Well, I guess I'm watching Peacemaker.
You should. It's a good show.
So I just want to like comment that I had 0% interest in Superman. Zero. Like I'm a Marvel guy, I'm an X-Men guy. I've always found DC superheroes to be too clean, too powerful, with the exception of Batman. Too clean, too powerful, too righteous. Like on the
Need to
whole,
read more DC.
well, I guess on the whole, like how they've been portrayed to me is like on the whole, like D&D, like chaotic, neutral, whatever. That they're all like, God, I don't even have the words for it, do I?
Yeah, they're supposed to be gods, modern gods.
Yeah, like super good guys.
Like Hercules and stuff like that.
Yeah. But my all-time favorite YouTuber, Preston Jacobs, big time shout out Preston Jacobs, may he live forever. He's in a Game of Thrones stuff, but he had like his own personal review of Superman, and he described it as being like this kind of like hope punk thing, where it's like we're so used to like these like sad, gloomy superhero movies, and this is like, no, this is remembering that like superheroes can be fun and positive and like optimistic and shit like that. And he sold me on it so much that I literally just bought a ticket and went and saw it that afternoon. And I'm really glad I did, because it was really fun. It was really good. I liked that Superman was fallible. I liked that he was like human and had problems and like didn't really know his identity and shit like that. Like that was way more interesting to me than some like perfect hyperpowered dude from Krypton. Which is like appealing when you're like young, but like I don't know, I wanted more depth and nuance. And I feel like the film had depth and nuance. And it was also like funny. Like the characters are fun. And and the thing that he said to describe it that I thought was a really good description is the film is made like a comic book, in the sense that it doesn't feel like you have to give everyone's backstory, and that you could, like you said, you can have a bunch of random characters show up and you're like, who the fuck is that guy? But they give you like just enough to like know what you need to know without feeling like they need to explain everything, because that's what it would be if you just picked up a comic. Like random crossovers, you don't get an explanation, you got to keep up. So well done, James Gunn.
Really, the most important thing is Guy Gardner's a dick, and boy, did they capture that properly.
Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion is amazing. He's so good.
As soon as like someone's like, yeah, they got Nathan Fillion for it, I'm like, awesome, I'm on board. Like this is perfect.
I don't know
Absolutely,
anything
100%
about.
I'm in.
I know nothing about Guy Gardner, but I enjoyed it.
Pretty much whatever the depiction is pretty accurate to the like overall tenor of Guy Gardner. He has his heroic moments and stuff, and he, when like push comes to shove, he will step up. But he's kind of a prick, and like nobody really likes him.
Okay.
My favorite Guy Gardner moment is where he starts telling off Batman, and Batman just
Oh
punches
God!
him in the face and knocks him out.
One punch.
Yeah, and then the entire rest of the team of it's Justice League International, wasn't it? They're like all just like looking at him on the ground, and they just walk away.
I forget. I think it's a Black Canary runs. He's like, shit! Did I miss it? Damn it!
Oh yeah.
Oh, side note, Nick, if you
Yeah.
Minus
haven't,
guy on the floor.
if you want like a, if you haven't had a deep dive into DC
I have
and
not.
want like a really good rundown of it, watch the old Batman and Superman animated series, and
Mhm.
especially watch Justice League, and especially watch Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, that
Yes.
sounds like a lot. I used to watch the animated Batman the animated series, but I don't know if I watched
Yes.
the
I
rest.
mean, they're all in the same universe, all those
Yeah.
series.
But like Justice League does a great the Justice League series does a great kind of build up to the main cast, like the main original 6 or whatever. And like
Hockey? We
there
talking
is like
hockey? See what I did there?
nah, not those original
You're
6.
talking to a
But
Canadian.
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Importance. But the Justice League series does a really great job with the specific renditions of the the main guys
Yep.
from Justice League. So Supes, Bats, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, um, and the Flash, obviously.
I also really think that they're kind of going for that team for this Justice League.
I mean, it's sort of the best lineup. Like, no offense to Cyborg, but
My only issue with the Justice League team is in Justice League Unlimited and the Justice League show is it needs Aquaman. I feel like there's a big gaping spot when they don't have Aquaman.
they
And
do, but
he
every
does
episode.
show up as a recurring character, especially in Unlimited, but like I think he should have been part of the original team.
Yeah, I partially agree, but the way that they bring in Aquaman over the course of the series, and the fact that he is like that like irascible, just like kind of pissed off Aquaman, not the Jason Momoa like how bro, Aquaman, which admittedly the first Aquaman movie I did actually like actively enjoy.
I like the first Aquaman, yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
but I don't know. There's something about like the not quite like Namor dickishness, but slightly softer edge, sea god, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think I kind of appreciated that. But within the scope of the Justice League series, I think they used him well, even if they could have used him more, as you kind of point out. But and I think you'll appreciate this, Nick, because Justice League Unlimited focuses on like the B and C heroes, and it's
Okay.
astounding how much like you come to like actually appreciate a bunch of these like low level heroes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That show got me into the Question comics. I didn't
The
even know
Question
who the
was
hell
so
the
good.
Question was before Justice League Unlimited, and I was like,
I don't know
this
who that
guy's
is.
cool.
Never heard of.
He's
Is this the Riddler?
He's essentially the DC character that Rorschach was based off of,
Oh, okay,
or the
yeah,
other way around.
yeah.
He's sort of this conspiracy theory guy, but like he's just there in the Justice League, and there is kind of they do touch a lot on the fact in Justice League Unlimited that the main 7, the original 7, aren't infallible, right? They are like sort of the paragons of the Justice League, but like the entire time Green Arrow's like questioning them and like undermining their authority the entire like flipping time.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that Lex Luthor bit where he's just like, look, I'm just a normal dude with like a bunch of arrows, and like you guys like can literally level entire cities just like by yourselves. Like you need to be held in check, and considering he's like also like this huge like kind of like hippie in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's a lot of interesting looks at how the non like Omega level heroes or Batman kind of are in the superhero scape of the DC universe while also kind of acknowledging like, yo, I know Soup's like, is like supposed to be the best, but like you see Soup's like kind of repeatedly lose his cool with certain like recurring enemies of his
Mm-hmm.
because like that enmity has built up, that frustration has built up over time.
Yeah.
Like anytime Lex Luthor or Darkseid are involved, Soup's like legitimately kind of loses his chill,
Mhm.
loses his shit, and it's like everybody like needs to kind of rein him in because like my dude, like you're not like thinking straight. So if you want to see a series, get to like a very well-rounded series that doesn't treat um any of those uh main DC heroes as just these OP characters and stuff, and they have these flaws. That series is really good at embracing stories of that nature.
Cool. Thanks.
It has a lot of really good, like kind of slice of life episodes as well, like that
Yeah,
aren't like
weirdly like
action.
compelling.
Yeah, like really like thought provoking, compelling, like kind of introspective looks at the character episodes where like there's almost no fighting the entire episode.
Yeah.
Like there's a Christmas episode where like you just see how the Justice Leaguers celebrate the holidays.
What? Okay, interesting.
And my absolute favorite episode, which is an adaptation of one of my absolute favorite comic stories, is For the Man Who Has Everything.
Oh, that one's
Which
so
is,
good.
it's such a good
So
episode, and it
I'm not like
adapts the story so
not
well.
even you. It's like the second episode of Justice League, of the Justice League
Yeah,
Unlimited.
it's so
It's
good.
really early into the Justice League cartoon, and
I would like almost say like if you don't want to watch the whole series, just watch that episode, and it
Okay.
might compel you to want to watch the rest of the series. Um, it's I won't spoil it, but it is a great story.
Cool. Okay.
A
Thanks for
great
also
the.
Superman story too.
it also features the great Eric Roberts in a bad guy role. Shockingly,
Yes.
you'll be shocked to know that Eric Roberts plays a bad guy.
Who's Eric Roberts?
He's that dude who plays bad guys in so many old '80s movies. He was
You'd
one of
recognize
the.
him if you saw him.
He was in the Christian Bale Batman movies. I think he was in the first one. He was one of the mobsters that Christian Bale Batman like is holding over like a fire escape, and he's just like, "This a fall from this height's not gonna kill me," and Batman's like, "I'm counting on it." Just drops him and just rips the
Oh,
guy's legs.
okay.
But yeah, if you've watched any '80s movies, he's probably in it being a bad guy and just a general asshole, and
Okay.
he's really just good at those roles. He's in
Nice.
Best of the Best. He's the bad guy in the first The Expendables movie because, of course, if you're making an '80s action movie, you get Eric Roberts as the bad guy.
What? I'm just gonna check the chat. Ripped Lampshade says I liked Romulus until they shoved in like 50 references in the second half. Yes, this is true. Dan Kaplinger says the most dangerous prey, teenagers. Is that a reference to Predator 2? Predator versus Alien 2?
No, I think that's a reference to Archie versus Predator.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's a while back. And then we got Brodius. Hello, Brodius. And then Radon says somehow it took until 2025 for a DC movie to have a DC comic tone and not a Marvel comic tone. You guys agree? As
Yeah,
experts in DC?
I was actually kind of shocked when I read your comment where you were like DC is normally more lighthearted than Marvel, because DC comics tend to be a lot darker than Marvel, actually.
Oh yeah? I guess I
Yeah,
haven't
they
read the
tend to
right
have a lot
ones.
more grit.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I've read
like generally speaking.
what's
Yeah,
the Dark,
agree.
is it the Dark Knight?
Feeling.
What's the Ian, the whatever Miller one with Batman?
That's Dark Knight
Dark
Returns.
Knight Returns.
Yeah. I actually had to read that in an English course in university. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, you got characters like, I mean, the Sandman is DC. You
Oh,
got
he's Vertigo.
Constantine.
Like I've read Sandman.
Like all of Vertigo is canon to the
I
DC
know.
universe.
Yeah, I
Most of
know.
those characters have been brought in.
John
Um,
Constantine.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
yeah,
love Constantine.
Constantine's cool, but I think of those as Vertigo, not DC.
The Spectre. The Spectre is one of my favorite comic characters. That entire John Ostrander, Tom Mandrake run from the 90s is like one of the best supernatural series ever written, in my opinion. It's so good. Because the Spectre is basically he's the ghost of a detective who is basically merged with the spirit of the presence, his vengeance, which is basically God's vengeance. He's basically he's kind of DC's answer to Ghost Rider, or I guess you would say Ghost Rider was Marvel's answer to the Spectre.
Right?
But he's basically he like executes divine judgment upon evildoers. But
Mhm.
like throughout the series, it's like the way he does it. It's always like these really creative ways that he punishes people. Like he'll take like a guy who like sold drugs to kids and stuff, and he'll like turn the guy into a syringe and then inject himself with it.
What? Weird.
And then there's Dead Man.
Oh, Dead Man's great. I love Dead Man.
Oh, and he fucks up so much more than like I think it's the JLU episode with Dead Man that like he's trying so hard, but he just kind of keeps messing up.
Yeah.
My one hope for the DC, I think with the Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, which fantastic by the way, if you've got
Yeah,
Heard that
HBO
was
Creature
good.
Max. Creature Commandos was very, very good. Not to mention the fact that like a lot of the soundtrack is Go-Go Bordello, which I've loved that band for ages. So like hearing them like as like a major component of their music is phenomenal, and every time that they incorporated it, I thought they did a really good job. Frank Grillo actually plays the same character in Creature Commandos as he does in Superman. Rick
Oh,
Flag Sr.
he's I didn't realize he voiced Rick Flag.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. But I think James Gunn said that everything from Creature Commandos, Peacemaker Season 2, and the Superman. What the hell is the name of the name of the Superman movie?
It's just called Superman, isn't
It's
it?
just Superman, isn't it?
Is it just Superman? Oh,
I think so.
It's
okay.
just
Oh, that's a little.
Starting from scratch,
Um,
man. They're starting from.
I think and especially since Peacemaker is off of the Suicide Squad, as opposed to Suicide Squad with no article in front of it.
I've heard that
Um,
one is good and one is not.
the one with the is very James Gunn.
yeah,
Okay.
it's good. I wish it was part of the canon because it was really good.
It like in part is.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I wish they would have just said, "Yeah, this is the first film of the DCU."
Yeah, I think and kind of again same thing with Superman. I James Gunn treated it like a comic book in a movie, like just
Yeah.
in a movie format. And when you lean into it, you're just like, we're not like, yes, this is real life people, but let's just lean into the conceit that there's like weird shit going on here, and like
Yeah.
there's a slightly different sort of kind of mentality And again, yeah, like kind of as Shane's saying, it's kind of weird that James Gunn technically says that Creature Commandos and Peacekeeper Season 2 are like the canon things, because it is sort of inextricably connected to the Suicide Squad,
Yeah,
and yeah, it's just kind of awkward.
I feel like they might canonize it later. I think they just want to get their footing before they find themselves beholden to certain elements. Like when they
Yeah,
get into Batman, I don't think they want to be beholden to Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
yeah, which
Um,
I kind of understand.
yeah,
Although
I
she
get it.
did do a fantastic job, and
Yeah, she was the one character that I was glad got brought back for the second
Joel
time.
McKinnon.
Oh
Joel
yeah,
McKinnon
he
was
was good. That's true. He didn't really have much of
I'm
a role in the first one. Oh, and
no.
Viola Davis. Viola Davis was great too.
Oh, Viola Davis as Waller, Amanda Waller. Oh,
Yes, but I need CCH Pounder in
oh,
this new series. That would just be perfect. It would come full circle.
oh, it would be so good if they got TCH Pounder. Not that I don't. Obviously, Viola Davis fucking nailed it, but
Oh yeah, she did. But I just need CCH Pounder. For context, she also voiced her in the Justice League show. So if she played her in live action, it would be like a perfect adaptation.
So, for anyone who doesn't know what the hell you're talking about, I also don't know what you're talking about. But I guess I'm going to find out when I watch some of this stuff.
well, Amanda Waller is essentially a U.S. government official who kind of works off the book, so to speak. And her
Yeah.
main issue is that she doesn't trust a group of superpowered human beings for understandable reasons. And she's actually one of the she's a great character in the Justice League animated series, because she's as a in many ways very similarly to Lex Luthor, who just lashes out like an asshole because it's Lex Luthor, and
Yeah.
he's just he's a narcissist, right? Amanda Waller kind of plays a similar role, but in a slightly more officious capacity and slightly less like outlandish manner.
Yeah.
Because like her whole thing's like she does not trust this like group of this aggregate consolidation of power, right? That
Yeah.
upsets, like that's such an upset to the natural world power, right? Like
To
in terms of like the current nation state, like
to me,
dynamics.
to me, she always read like the quintessential CIA operative that's living in a world where superheroes exist.
Yeah.
Basically, she is upset that the American government doesn't have a superhero force at hand.
A little bit, yeah.
She does everything she can to get that kind of power under American control.
To an
And
extent, yeah.
in Invincible, Cecil is a lot like her, basically.
So we got some DC comments. Hi Tom, welcome. Hi Terath. He says hello. Ooh, hello from Australia. What are those sweet enlarged Zoanthrope heads going to be used for, Kajan?
Those are shields.
They're shields. For?
Yeah, they're for Tyrant Guard.
Oh, sweet.
The
Good
Because the
application.
Tyrant Guard themselves are not big enough to shield a Tyrant,
Yeah.
a Hive Tyrant, so they're getting big shields to carry.
Good.
The idea is to have two arms locked into the shield, so they have some
Oh, that's
power
a nice.
to.
That's a interesting little change up to the shield guard look that I don't think I've seen too many people do. Which reminds me, for folks who haven't seen it, Luminous Donut on Instagram has some great new shield guard that he's been working on. He's been posting it also on our Discord.
Yeah, that's what inspired me to work, to keep working on mine, because I saw that great claw shield arm thing he did.
I posted the link on his Luminous Donuts post in the chat, so go check him out.
Also, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe on screen.
Oh, good work, Shane.
Stream.
Yeah, it's almost like we know what we're doing here.
No. Almost.
It's been like a superhero stream rather than a hobby stream, but you know.
It's been a dork stream.
It is remarkably kind of on brand for this stream though, so like I don't know.
We started talking about Alien. That's pretty like Tyranid adjacent.
Yeah, that's kind of Tyranid adjacent.
I'd say so.
Now I want to do it. Now I want to do a Tyranid with a cigar.
Oh man.
I need to do Tyranid with a cigar.
Mel Ninja, hey buddy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Am I making capillary towers? Yeah, sort of, kind of, maybe. So, I, for a long time now, have been meaning to send the dear Curtis at Ramshackle Games in the UK. I've been meaning to send him my Kill Team Tyranid barricades that I sculpted, because I 100% sculpted these myself from scratch. I want to send him these so he can cast them, so that people can buy them if they want them. And I figured, if I'm going to be sending these to Curtis anyway, I should be sending some other stuff alongside it, because why send just like a couple of barricades to Curtis? So I'm rushing to try and finish these guys so that I can put them in the box with those and send these to Curtis as well, so that hopefully he can cast these up so folks can buy all this stuff. You heard it here first. That's what's going on. I just got to get it done and get it to Curtis. And then we'll see how it goes.
Vermis asked a very important question there.
Yeah, go for it, Will. What's his question?
Where can I get the STL for these?
It's got to be here. Oh, there it is.
Oh, he's just gonna put up a middle finger on the screen, isn't he?
Probably.
Cheeky bastards.
Hey.
Brood Lord Torso fits surprisingly well on the second edition.
I don't even know if this is going to work, but let's see. Well, I'm not filming video anymore anyway, so we'll do one of these. Oh, wait. Got a special message for Vermis.
Oh, the camera's shaking.
Yeah, it's because exciting things are happening. See how badly this goes. Oh, it's upside down.
Capillary tower that just forms the shape of a middle finger. Weird.
Alright, there we go.
Oh man. There's like a solid 10-second delay in like the YouTube stream.
It's so we don't get sweary. Oh fuck, what am I doing?
We are upside down.
I gotta fix
Immediately.
that.
Fantastic.
This one's for Vermis. What? No. Oh, I flipped to Kajan's. Shit. There we go. There we go. This is the one, right? Am I on the right one? Is it locked? Vermis? It was created by humans. There is no STL. It was made by my hands. There we go. I haven't got that thing out in a while. Yep, these have been 100% sculpted by hands, and they will be 100% available in resin, and they will not be printed anywhere.
Until I scan them, and 3D print them.
You
And
monster.
sell the STLs.
You monster.
That's been his plan this entire time. To just be in the stream for years.
Yes, so I could take your capillary towers and scan them and print them.
You
And then
monster.
distribute
Only the capillary
STL.
towers. Only the capillary towers.
But I did want to mention that I did see Weapons with Nora last night. It was good. I enjoyed it. I'd seen Zach Krieger's first movie, Barbarian. I didn't think it was that good. I would say that Weapons is better.
I hated Barbarian.
You hated it?
I don't.
hated Barbarian. Yeah,
I don't
did
know
not
what it's
like it.
about. So what
Which?
is Weapons?
Okay. Well,
I
okay.
feel like that movie is so much better if you don't know what it's about.
Weapons or Barbarian?
Weapons.
Yeah, like, yeah, if you like horror, Kajan, yeah, like, I don't know. I wanted to talk about it, but now I feel like I can't talk about it.
The basic plot is in the middle of the night at 2:17 in the morning, every kid except for one from one teacher's classroom got up out of bed, walked out the door, and
Vanished.
disappeared. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah, and like that's what they'll show you in the trailer. Like
Yeah.
it's like a narrated thing. And actually it kind of pissed me off, but the first 1 to 2 minutes of the movie is just the trailer.
Yeah, more or less.
Wait, you've seen it, Shane?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
it the opening day.
Oh, nice.
I was very excited about it, and I was underwhelmed, to be honest with you. I think
Wait.
it's getting way overhyped.
It is.
I did not think it was a bad movie, by any stretch.
I agree, it's
very
overhyped.
good, and I loved how you know it was an original horror film from a up and coming director. I think we need more of that.
Yes.
I also saw Sinners earlier this year, which was another original horror film from an up and coming director, and you know, I thought it was also excellent. I think it's great. But in terms of those two films, I thought Sinners was a better film. And I just
Yeah.
I don't understand the degree of hype that this movie is getting.
Well, I think Sinners
Like,
was a
it
much higher
good,
budget
but
film.
like it wasn't that good.
Because like I don't think you can really compare Ryan Coogler and Zach Krieger. Like I think Ryan Coogler is still establishing himself, but he's more established than Zach Krieger. Like Zach
Well, that's
Krieger
true, but
made Barbarian on $5 million and earned $40 million with it. And then, but like Ryan Coogler like made Black Panther with a lot more money than that and earned a lot more money. But they
that's
are
true.
both original, the films.
I guess that's more what I meant.
It blew my mind. I don't know if we talked about this on the stream. It blew my mind to learn that Sinners, what did they say? It was the first blockbuster film released since the pandemic that wasn't based on existing IP, be it a book, comic, video game, something or else. The first one.
I feel like that requires
Since
like
2020.
a very specific definition of blockbuster.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like it earned whatever, a certain amount. But yeah, Mall Ninja, the first thing we talked about was Alien Earth. You're gonna have to go back and listen to the VOD. We talked a lot about Alien Earth. There's a lot of Alien Earth. So you can oh wait, Kajan already got it. Good, thanks, Kajan. What the hell was I talking?
Didn't Mickey 17 come out before Sinners?
Oh,
Or did it
God.
come out after that?
I didn't like that
came
movie.
out like a few months ago. I want to say I think Sinners came out like a month or two.
Yes,
before
after that. Did you like Mickey 17? I did not like it.
I did. I loved
Really?
Mickey 17.
God,
Yeah,
it's such
I
a
really did.
mess.
It looked like it had potential to be
Yeah.
interesting,
And I got all the time in the world
what's
for
his
Bong
face?
Joon-ho, but it was all over the place.
Like, how does it compare, would you say, to the movie Moon?
It
You
doesn't.
saw that movie.
It doesn't. Moon is like
Not at all.
a masterpiece. Not at all.
Well, also,
God, I love the
doesn't
crap
Nick
out of
really
Moon.
like Moon?
I like Moon.
I mean,
Nick, don't
Moon
you like really like Moon? For
Moon
some
was a
reason, I thought you like.
No, no,
phenomenal
no.
movie.
I'm not like super into Moon. I just liked it.
I have a friend who's I guess it's not you. I have one friend who like every time I mention Moon, he goes like off and he's like super hyped about it. I guess it wasn't you.
I'm super hyped about Arrival, Hereditary. I don't think of other movies that's got me super hyped.
Rival is very good.
Hereditary is very good. Both of
Never
those
saw
are very good.
Hereditary.
Oh, you should watch it.
I would
It's
say
the best.
Hereditary is better than Midsommar. Some people say Midsommar is better than Hereditary. I think they're drunk.
Wrong.
I think that's kind of
Absolutely
the problem I have. I'm not like honestly huge into like the sort of horror genre.
So, how I got into her?
Like
Yeah, go ahead.
which obviously different like spectrums, subgenres within the greater auspice of the horror genre. But like I'm very my appreciation of horror movies is sort of narrow to certain films.
What is a horror movie
Like
you
seek it
appreciate?
out. I mean, I love the original Alien movie,
Yes.
which that's I guess more suspense
I'd
than
call it a
horror.
horror movie.
I don't know, modern horror is very different, but just
If
not my jam. I think I tend to just kind of I like default to movies that I can just really shut my brain off and just like not think and go like that was cool, and just like
yeah,
really just just absolutely just blank out.
I liked Hereditary. Okay, so going in Hereditary, I didn't want to watch it because the trailers made it look really scary. And like I'm kind of into horror, but I'm also kind of a baby. Like when I could sense that a jump scare was about to happen in Weapons, I was like looking off the screen because at the first jump scare, I literally pulled my neck. It was not a good scene. But and Nora laughed at me. She's like, "You like jumped out of your seat." I'm like, that was not fair." Hereditary, I didn't want to see it. I made Nora buy me dinner and buy my ticket because I was afraid I was going to get too scared and have to leave. Um it was a little bit like slow burny. I think it did very interesting cinematic things. Um I'm not going to say there was no jump scares in it, but there was fewer jump scares in it. And it kind of did a good job of like showing you stuff slowly falling apart, and then it just starts falling apart and you're like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" Um I I don't think of Hereditary as like my favorite horror movie in the last like I would say in the last 10 years, but it's like one of my favorite like cinematic like films of the last 10 years that happens to be a horror movie. And I think that the trailer kind of did a bit of a it kind of like the trailer made you think it was going to be one thing, and then I think it was something slightly different. That was better.
I think that's why a lot of the people who don't like Hereditary didn't like Hereditary was because they went.
They wanted the trailer.
I will say one thing about modern horror: the marketing for modern horror is atrocious. It's horrible.
Yeah.
They actually did a pretty good job with Weapons, but I think for the most part, the modern marketing style of films just doesn't work with the horror genre.
Shane, you were talking about how you didn't get the hype for Weapons. I did read an article on, I think it was, there's some film website that like always has like, I don't know, not like leaks, but they were saying that the marketing for Weapons was very they only let particular outlets see it in advance. Like they usually like get a bunch of different critics from all kinds of different platforms to see it in advance, but they like kind of cherry picked who they were going to release it to. And there was a suggestion that they may have tried to release it to outlets that would be more likely to give a positive review or be more like more positive about it. So that might have contributed to the over.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's also got an 87% positive rating from the audience on
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, and 83% liked it on Google. So,
Yeah.
like, clearly people really like this movie. I mean, I could really get into the specifics of what I don't like about it, but it would
We,
involve spoiling the film.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, like, but
Another
what I
time.
will say is that everything I didn't like about Barbarian is present in Weapons
Oh,
to a lesser extent.
oh,
So,
well,
like,
maybe
everything I didn't like about the movie that I didn't like is in this movie that I did like more than in the movie I didn't like.
okay. Yeah, I didn't love Barbarian, and I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I just think people liked it because it was different,
Yeah, it was
Um,
different.
but different isn't always good.
I also really didn't
Like,
like Justin Long as like a character. Like, he drove me crazy. Like he's
yeah,
not meant to be likable in that film, but he was like extremely unlikable. And I found the characters in this, some of them were not likable, but they were slightly more likable.
yeah.
Like I was down for Josh Brolin, and I was down for, I can't remember the actress's name, but the teacher. Like she was a bit annoying at times, but I liked her.
She played Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's a good.
Julia Garner.
Or Julia Gardner.
There you go.
Which man, I know. I haven't seen the Fantastic Four movie yet. I've heard decent things about it, but I know somebody who was sort of obsessed with the, I guess, old comics, and he got really pissed off about the fact that they made Silver Surfer female
Oh no.
and another.
It's a what if situation because
Yeah,
Silver.
yeah, like who gives a shit, right? Is
Who
really
gives a shit?
the real
I agree.
answer.
Who gives
but
a shit?
I think the
Probably
best answer though was by another friend who's sitting in there. He's like, honestly, realistically speaking, if you're a movie producer, what are you gonna prefer? Seeing a CGI'd like naked chick or
Yeah.
a CGI'd like naked dude?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, you're right. Male
Yeah.
gaze. Male gaze.
It's just like I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's correct.
Good point. Malt Ninja says, if y'all are into audiobooks, I'm listening to The Mountain in the Sea. I gotta look that up. I don't know what The Mountain in the Sea is. That sounds like an intriguing title. I am currently reading a book called Door into Ocean. I've been reading it for way too long. It's a sci-fi book that came out in like, I think the 80s. But the more I read it, the more I think it's just someone trying to make Dune, but instead of it being a sand world, it's an ocean world. But whatever.
About ocean power.
Ocean power, not desert power.
Yeah,
ocean.
Basically,
power.
yeah. Mountain in the Sea by Ray Nyler.
I've been reading The Fisherman, and I am loving it. It is a good book. Recommend it.
Not familiar. Who's the author?
Who is the author? It's kind of one of those books like he wrote it in 2016, won the Bram Stoker Award, and then disappeared.
Oh, it's called The Fisherman.
The Fisherman, yeah. John Langan. He's wrote 2 books:
horror.
House of Windows and The Fisherman.
Interesting. I just finished reading this 7-part series called The Deathgate Cycle by Margaret Weiss and Terry somebody.
Not good kind.
No, not good kind. Deathgate Cycle novel series. Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss. Very fascinating sort of fantasy series. Very, very, very different from most conventional series. It's sort of easier to just like read it than it is to like kind of explain it.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it. I've really been enjoying it.
So I'm reading the summary of The Mountain in the Sea, and apparently it's about hyper-intelligent octopuses being discovered on Earth. Sounds cool. It reminds me, I think this book is probably better than that book, but I read Tchaikovsky, what's his name? Something Tchaikovsky, sci-fi author. Children of Memory, Children of Time, Children of Ruin. Yeah, that guy, Tchaikovsky. One of his books is about super intelligent octopuses. But I think this book will probably be better written. His book is not amazingly written. It's fine. I mean, I got to be careful because this guy apparently follows me on Blue Sky. But His books have interesting ideas in them, but I don't know that they're terrible. The first book is about like hyper-intelligent spiders and humanity, and the second book is about hyper-intelligent octopuses and humanity. And then
That seems ridiculous. Everybody knows that convergent evolution suggests that we're going to have hyper intelligent crabs.
yeah, he didn't
Like,
do that. It's
obviously.
weird. No, but like they're
Yeah,
engineered by
that's
a
weirdo, right?
evolution. It's a virus. They like humans create a virus. They mean to infect apes with it to hyper evolve them. They accidentally infect spiders. Hyper evolve the
So it's
spiders.
literally just Planet of the Apes with spiders.
Yeah, Planet of the Spiders. And then they move on to Planet of the Octopi. And then they move on to Planet of the weird alien life form goo thing that one is interesting. And
Planet of the Blob.
I would
mean,
say
they don't.
Children of Ruin, I would say, is the best book. It's fucked, man. It's rough. It's dark. But I think Children of Ruin is the best book he's done. Children of Memory was probably the worst, but
I like the spiders one the best.
yeah. It was really cool
Yeah.
examination of spiders and how like you get to see the spiders develop their civilization over subsequent like generations.
Yeah, and they didn't mean
Adrian.
to hyper involve them, but someone is sabotaging the experiment.
Yeah. Which trying to check them. Children of Time. Oh wait, is Children of Ruin is the one with the octopuses as well, right?
Yeah, Children of Time is the one with the spiders.
Okay, and I thought that Children of I thought the octopuses and the shit on that weird planet those were different books, but those both happen in Children of Ruin. And then Children of Memory is the one that I didn't really love. That's the super intelligent crows or ravens.
See, that tracks. Because crows are creepy smart.
Yeah.
I
So
love crows.
Or in
wanna be-
general, they're
I
like
wanna be friends with-
stupidly intelligent.
I want to be friends with crows, except for blue
You know
jays.
it's
Blue jays
illegal
are
to be
stupid
friends
as
with
shit.
crows?
what? What was that,
Did
Shane?
you know it's illegal to be friends with ravens and crows? It's like illegal.
What? What do you mean?
Oh yeah,
Like you're not allowed to like try and domesticate corvids because like in the past people
They
have
are too
literally
smart.
trained corvids to steal things for them.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Also,
Like they've trained
Also,
them to
if-
steal people's wallets and stuff.
they will also like just harass the shit out of anybody that they think is an intruder if like you're friends with them.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh,
ravens are really, really nasty creatures and super intelligent.
so in
That's also why I'm a little confused on the hyper intelligent squids because they're already
Octopuses, not squids.
Super, yeah, they're already super intelligent.
yeah, so it does play on the fact that they are super intelligent. And I didn't know this about octopuses, that they have like separate brains that like control their arms or something.
I thought like their whole body is a brain.
They have like 2 or 3 brains apparently. Like one is like one controls their like they have a brain and they have a separate brain that controls their legs or something like that. Every arm has a brain. Thanks, Mall Ninja. Every arm has a brain. So it's like his books are intriguing because he examines how like the psychology of an octopus would complicate evolution because they have like these competing priorities and like their different brains and their different limbs. It's cool. Like, and like with the one about the Children of Memory about the hyper intelligent ravens, that's like humanity tries to establish this colony on this planet and they do like a horrible job and they can't survive, but the ravens are able to survive and they like reverse engineer humanity's technology by like breaking it and reassembling it. I don't know. I think that they're all based on like some small modicum of like actual science about these creatures and how their minds work, but I don't know the details.
Currently reading AI 2041. Was a bestseller in 2020 about 10 visions of the future where AI is going to lead us. Is part tech talk, part Black Mirror.
Oh, okay.
It's always every vision of the future, what possibility AI will bring us in the next 20 years. But each section is led in with a short story about how that is applied. Like, for example, one is about two lovers that meet in virtual reality, and then since it was written in 2020, right in the midst of the pandemic, the assumption is the pandemic never ends and COVID is hyper evolving and stuff like
Oh,
that.
geez.
So, and she's a hypochondriac, and how AI helps with basically the section is about how AI will help with in the medical field and remote surgery and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And but the story is about her lover coming to visit her after she basically blocks him a couple times, because she is afraid to have personal contact. And he's flying over to her and basically gets infected with COVID, and she then goes on an adventure to see him in the hospital. So
Okay. Interesting.
but everything is sort of Black Mirror messy.
It does sound Black Mirror-y.
Yeah, it's everything. Always has a twist. Another story is about hyper fan that's basically doing a detective game where she is playing, where she is trying to find out how her idol has died.
Mhm.
And the idol is being rendered as AI and can appear for her in augmented reality, Google, Google glasses and stuff like that, with haptic gloves. Yeah, but that's what Mall Ninja just reminded me, because he said that the story he is reading is near future study, scientists study octopus in Vietnam.
Oh yeah,
Who
that's the
gain
mountain
sentience.
in the ocean.
Yeah.
Mountain in the sea. I gotta get going soon. Oh, Peter, you just got here.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
I'm done for
Peter,
the night.
otherwise known as Chad 40K. Peter, I know I still owe you that miniature. I'm gonna send it to you, man. I promise. I promise. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some shit too. You talking about the brass etching? What do I owe you? The brass etching stuff?
Something,
No.
something red dragon.
Oh, the red dragon.
Something
Yes, yes.
red,
The red,
something large.
the red dragon is a big deal. That is a different thing. I was talking about like a little package that I could like pop in the
No, I
mail.
know.
I'm not making a miniature for
Can you-
Peter. I literally
Can
have.
you try and get it to me
Are we
before the
going to shame
29th?
Mr. Pink now?
Sorry, the 29th of August?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, I could not get it to you
Before I'm gonna have to spend or I'm gonna have to, be charged an extra God knows how much in fucking import.
Do you want to see how much I cannot get it to you by the 29th?
By the way, all my American viewers out there, or people overseas who want to send stuff to America, if you want to get something from overseas, if you're in America, or send something to a friend overseas in America, do so now, because on the 29th they are suspending what is it, the something minimus. Anyways, the thing that stops items from
De
under
minimis or de
$800
minimis
being,
or something.
yeah, they're getting rid of that. So now it used to be that anything $800 or less, you wouldn't pay import fees on it. They're getting rid of that. So now even if you send your friend like a $3 miniature bit, they're gonna have to pay import taxes on it.
So this is hilarious for me because Canada has had to pay this shit forever. Like, we made this negotiation with the United States where, like, you guys get stuff under $800, no charge. We get charged for fucking everything. Like, everything. So I'm, like, totally used to paying duty on stuff. Not a big deal.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way the thing is worded for us, if something isn't categorized in the specific, or if for whatever reason the customs officers are not able to categorize it in a way that they think is apt, they just charge you a flat fee, which is minimum $80.
Okay, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen here. That's not okay.
And basically the uncategorized category generally encompasses most like handmade goods. So like if you buy like a piece of artwork, say, from overseas, you're gonna probably be paying that $80 uncategorized import tax.
So fun story. A friend of mine has a store, and he gets some of his merchandise from Japan, and he recently got a package of stuff that I think was like something like 77 like 100 or 77,000 yen.
Oh
But
no.
the tariff bill
Oh no.
tax bill came in, and like
They thought it was
they were like,
dollars?
by the way, yeah, you owe us $11,000. And he's like, excuse me,
No.
what?
Dude, it's
And
$700.
yeah, they found out real fucking quick that yen is not
Wait,
the same
wait,
thing
was it
as dollars.
7,000 or 77,000 yen?
Well, I think it was 77,000.
Okay, yeah, that would be $770 roughly.
Yeah. So
Less.
77,000 yen, because
Yeah.
1 yen, like 1,000 yen is like about $1, right?
Yeah,
Or,
like, dude,
something
when I
like
worked
that,
in
right?
Japan, it's the only time in my life that I can say I'm a millionaire because I earn 3 million yen in a year. That's like $30,000. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, so do be careful if you import stuff, because apparently, especially if there's some conversion rates going on, because apparently some people who were calculating those in the States
Not so
don't
smart.
understand the concept that different currencies have different values.
Oh, geez.
Only recognize the dollar.
I saw lots of zeros.
You must be one of them rich types.
You can imagine that he called them up to get that situation rectified.
Oh, but
pretty quick.
honestly, though, the worst part of it, and I think even more fucked up than the like, oh, I buy stuff and I have to pay import taxes on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to New Zealand in October. The removal of this also means that I cannot come back with more than $200 worth of merchandise bought overseas without having to pay taxes on it.
Interesting. Ours is
What if
normally
you
like by how long? Like if we go to the States for 2 days, we can bring a certain amount back. But if we go to the States for more than 7 days, it's like basically unlimited. Well, not unlimited. It's much higher.
a chain, real life Weta made replica of Sting and Glamdring, those are priceless. You can't put a price on that.
Yes, I can. When I'm paying like,
You
I
can't
don't
put a
even know
price on
how
it.
many
Priceless.
percent.
Priceless.
Listen, how's he gonna get
Fucking
Glamdring in
import
a
tax
suitcase?
fees.
It's gonna be Sting.
I'll just pull the. Oh, I shouldn't say this. I don't know who could be listening.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Ice is everywhere. All right, I gotta go.
Christine Noam could be listening right now.
Oh, Mall Ninja. If you want our Coles notes, Shane and I have watched Alien Earth. I watched the first episode. Shane watched both. I think the Coles notes, Shane, would be that we both thought it was good, not terrible.
Yes. Yes.
Eager to see more.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I know what I'm doing every Tuesday night from now until the end of Alien Earth so that I can talk to you. Wait, we do this every 2 weeks. So we can talk about every 2 episodes of Alien Earth. All right, dudes, tune in on Wednesdays for your 2-week update on Alien Earth for the next 2 months.
For the next however long it takes for us to either for the show to end or us to stop watching it because it turns out to be terrible.
Mall Ninja said eyeball monster. That's all he's gonna say. I haven't actually seen. I've seen the hints of an eyeball monster, so I'm intrigued to see more.
Oh yes, eyeball monster is quite interesting.
I'm glad they did. There's other aliens on the ship because I was like worried. They said in like the previews, there's like they brought back. I thought they said 4 specimens or something, but it seems to be more than 4 specimens. But I'm glad that there's like a lot of different weird aliens.
Yes.
Maybe they'll do a prequel series where they show us how they found all the aliens.
I like. Okay, I won't say anything else. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. I wanted to say something, but I don't know if it'll spoil it. I liked.
When in doubt,
Until next time.
So one thing, like with Superman, is that they didn't when they did Super. This is going to link back to Alien Earth, I promise. When they did Superman, they didn't bother telling you the Superman origin story because they're like, you all know the Superman origin story. You don't have to get into it. I feel like there was a little bit of that on Alien Earth. where they're like, you all know how everything goes to shit on the spaceship. We don't have to give you detail about that.
Well, I disagree. I think they definitely need.
Oh,
to
I
show
think they're
that.
going to flash back. I think they're going to do that thing
Yeah,
that they always
I
do.
think they're pulling. Yeah, where
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we'll wait until the last episode to show you.
And we'll
how this
flash
went down.
back to, yeah. Fucking everything. Every series does that, eh? I think like Last of Us did that. They like flash back in like the second last episode or something. Oh, thanks, Kajan. Everyone, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so that you don't miss our next episode of Alien Earth Reviewed in 2 weeks' time.
Well, holy shit, we had 10 people watching it.
Holy
That's pretty
shit. We got 49 views apparently, according to YouTube. Thank you all for
good.
joining
Not
us.
just me reloading this.
Oh, 11 concurrent viewers. Although probably 4 of those concurrent viewers are us. I don't know how that is.
Oh, probably
4
yes.
of them probably are. Yeah.
Our chat rate. Oh, cool. I can look at chat rate. Views. Yeah, thank you all for joining us. Guys, thanks for chatting. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun too. Hopefully you got some work done. We'll do it again in 2 weeks.
Oh.
And
Yes.
everyone stay cool till then.
I'll do my best.
Gonna try.
I should do it the
Gonna
reboot
try.
way. I should be like, everyone, stay frosty. Okay, good night, Kajan.
Good night.
Good night, Shane.
Night.
Good night, Will.
Good night.
Good night, Mall Ninja and Peter and Tom, and I don't know if Radon's still here. Dan Kaplinger's still here. Good night, Dan Kaplinger. Vermis, if you're still kicking around, good night. Sean, one above all. I missed that earlier. Good night. Tarath, if you're here. Good night. Ripped Lampshade, good to see you. Brodius, good to see you. And Symbio, I think Symbio went to sleep after he called us nerds. Oh, Diana was here too. Good night, Diana. And I said Radon.
STLs are gonna be available on Instagram.
What's going to be available on Instagram?
STLs.
The STLs will be available on Instagram at some point. Make sure you're following
Yes.
Ramshackle Games. That's all I'll say. But I'll give you more information when this all comes
And
together.
me for when I scan them. 3D
You
printing.
monster. You monster. Okay, good night, everyone. Bye.
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 Oh,